Sagittarius.
Hello everyone, welcome to your March forecast, that of 2015. Before we start today, there's a couple of little news lines, and I want to give a shout out to one specific person out there that has come to my attention, brought to me by many of you, and thank you for that. But one of you out there probably listening now has uploaded, or should I say downloaded my videos and uploaded them to their channel as their own content. And that's not cool. That's not the way we do it on YouTube. But to the rest of you, not even for you who did this, you might not, be well versed in how YouTube works. But you're all free to take my channel and feature it as a favorite channel on your YouTube page, or you can embed the code and put it on your webpage. That is perfectly fine. But it is not cool to download and upload it as your own. So hopefully you won't be doing that now for this month in March. I would rather not have to go around the whole YouTube system to get them down. So anyway, then the good news also here this month for you is that we have now a newsletter that I want you to sign up for. You're going to see the sign up form right here, and we are going to be giving away a free private reading every month. So when you sign up, we can draw your name. And it's easy, just your first name, don't need the last name, just your first name and your email. And I want to thank all of you who's already found your way to my website even before it has been announced. So there's already a huge sign up for it. And the other good thing is, it's when I address you here every month, I do it through 12 different channels, because you're in 12 different signs. Through the newsletter, I can reach all of you with new content, new videos, which I will be posting to the newsletter only, not here on YouTube, but you will get those things, all those goodies here on the newsletter. So be sure to sign up here now. It's just to pause the video, click the sign up button, come back, and then re-listen to what now is coming up for you here. Sagittarius, this is your March forecast, and what a lovely month for you to be creative, to go out there and do things. You have Venus and Mars. That's love, romance is going to be big this month. And we got Mars, which is your dedication, your drive, your ambition. Both of them are going to be going through your 5th house for creativity and romance, self-expression, getting it all out there. So them being this close and following each other, already in February did you get a feel of this very strong romantic beginnings. I'd like to call it beginnings as they met up there in February, but now see moving through your 5th house, it's all coming out, being expressed. Now this could also be within your creative projects, which the 5th house rules, and it can really come to change up things for you, as both of them are now in the entrepreneurial sign of Aries. Aries is all about your own business, not necessarily where you're employed. That doesn't mean all of you are self-employed, but you could be doing creative things on your own merit, so to speak. What's really exciting too is that both these planets are going to be meeting up with Uranus. Now, Uranus can change anything, and sometimes it comes out of the blue, and who knew beforehand, right? That's why we do astrology, so that we're ready for it. Now, changes that we create, we're behind and we're in control. We have power over it. But then Uranus, since it is the only planet laying on its axis and spinning, the opposite way, there's times when Uranus springs upon us those changes that we weren't prepared for. So expect that could happen. And when this will happen, well, listen, I'm changing things up a little bit here this month. In the past, I explained the planets, the transits, the houses, that's the stage of life where they're expressing their energies through. And then I would do the calendar. What I'm doing differently this month, and I'm listening to you guys because I got this, doing it for you, is to do a separate video just for the dates, the calendar of the current month. So if you listen to this video straight to the end, I'm going to make a clickable link that will take you directly to that video where you will have it from March 1st and straight through. And especially for this month, it's important because we've got 16 dates this month. It's a very busy month for activity. And it's good to know when to lay low, when to kick into action, when to be on the alert, like with these Uranian changes. And so, yeah, I will get back to when Venus and Mars is going to touch upon Uranus in that video. And I love it though, because whatever you're initiating now, think about Aries. They're the initiators, right? They're the entrepreneurs. So you're really going to feel like you're in the pursuit of something here, because you're going to take on that color, that flavor of Aries this month, both within love. You're going to initiate in pursuit, and also Mars, your drive, your ambition, also here with that Aryan flavor, but in the area of Leo. That's the 5th house. So it's really going to be a fun time. Probably the best month of the entire year as far as expressing yourself and taking time to this. Now, it also pertains to children. It's the area of children, so you might have more interaction with them as well. Some of you might even become pregnant this year, or should I say this month. Great time for it. And then next month the sun is going to follow up here through it, or I'd say like the last week of March. The sun is going to move into this area and then take over where Venus and Mars are then going to be moving out from. So it's a great spring for you. Mercury is our communication skills. This month it's going to be in Aquarius. And Aquarius thinks outside of the box. It's ruled by Uranus, so we download these inspirations and these flashes of genius. This month too, I feel that you might have a lot of inspirational downloads, so make sure you write down your thoughts in a notebook. And if you're going to have to give some presentations this month, then it should be exceptional. Mercury is going to communicate in details those things that you see and envision. So I'm loving it. A lot of this could even come to stimulate, I feel, some of your personal income. Pluto, we speak a little bit about that every month, so I don't want to rehash it. But Pluto is in your 2nd house for money and income, and it's transforming this whole area. And some of you, especially those born the first 2 weeks now of Sagittarius, have gone through it. You've felt now the impact of it. You've seen the changes it has done. Some of you now are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. A few of you are already through the tunnel. You are in the light with the new beginnings, the impact of how your life is going to change from this point on, as far as, creating, generating, attracting more money down the road. Those of you born the last 2 weeks of Sagittarius, that is still yet to come. Pluto is only halfway through, and so we're looking over the next 7 years that group by group, depending on the date of birth, you're going to be transforming too. But those born in the first week, you're already starting to see it now. And this is great. And do leave your feedback down there under the video to say what new transformations, what turned your life, how do you see your finances these days as opposed to in the past. I'd really like to hear some sunshine stories, how your life is turned upside down. So it's like having a new incarnation, right? Then we have Saturn in your sign since December of 2014. You've had a little test, a little feel of how it feels to now master your talents and it being called to the forefront, especially those of you born there within the first week. And it's only a little taste. It's scraping the surface because why? March 15th, it's going to retrograde, turn around, go back into that 12th house, that karmic house, to clean up all loose ends Of course, the less karma you have there, the easier that's going to be. If there's still unfinished business, Saturn will help you go through it and do what needs to be done for the 4 or 5 months it's retrograde, and then it's going to be out of there. And it will be out in the open in the rest of your chart for the next 28 years. So this is good. But a lot of growth, a lot of new, should I say, maturity coming to consciousness here for you, Sagittarius, as you're grasping towards your, I won't say just destination, but the mission. The true mission why you are here on this planet is to bring forth your talents, your skills, everything that embodies Sagittarius, your cosmic genetic makeup. And so it's going to be exciting to follow you the next 2 years, 2.5 years, to see exactly what at the end you have ended up accomplishing and where you have arrived at that time. We have the new moon this month. It's at the very last degree there of Pisces in your 4th house for home and family, your foundation, where you live, how you live. And so the new moon, as always, is where we place our intentions. So this would be the area where you want to focus, whatever it means to you. Now you've had the whole month here to pass through the 4th house. So you've been seeing how your home functions or what doesn't function. So you've been adjusting. So when that new moon comes on March 20th, this is when you want to put down intentions, that you want to pay attention to it a little bit more throughout the whole year, so there isn't like this total cleanup once a year. Excuse me. Now, this moon is a little extra special because we have a total solar eclipse, very same day, March 20th. And when we have total eclipses, it is what it means. It eclipses something out of our life. Whatever the universe sees needing to go, will go. And so for that reason, if something now shuts down for you, it is for a reason and purpose. There's new things, new beginnings coming behind it. That's what we want to focus on, not necessarily the endings. Because the universe will never take away something that still behooves you, that still is growth oriented for you. Only those things that are now done, so we don't keep dragging all the old stuff into the future, because then it gets heavy down the road, right, as we age. So March 20th, yes, you want to pay attention to it, see what that total solar eclipse is going to do for you. And then we will look a little bit at the full moon, because this month, the full moon here is going to be in your 10th house for career. Something there within your routine at work or your career is going to be illuminated. And hopefully it's all good stuff coming up to the surface, and that will then be like having the spotlight on you for it. And in that case, everything is perfect. It's in the sign of Virgo, so it has to do with how you are organized at work, which will be spotlighted. How well do you do there? Maybe it's going to be a day for a review, for example. Jupiter is still retrograde. It's in your 9th house for research, growth, expansion, spiritually. It's also you longing to travel somewhere, long distance. Some of you have already been traveling a little bit. More will come in as Jupiter is passing through the sign between now and end of summer. Now, being retrograde isn't all that bad for Jupiter. It might just bring back, certain things from the past or lost opportunities, so you get second chance for it. It will go direct from April next month, so we'll talk more about it then. But yes, I'm seeing how you're grasping to expand the boundaries, the distances that you can take and project yourself. And it's joyful. It's in the sign of Leo, and Leo comes from the heart. So I feel that so many of you Sagittarians are doing so much better these days. I'm loving to see it because it's also in your sister sign. And so it really harmonizes with the Sag energy. So you're growing and expanding. And then of course this month we have Venus and Mars there with Uranus in the 5th house, also in Aries. So that's like a grand trine here of energies that are trying to manifest itself and create roots that can stay with you for a long, long time. So whatever you're initiating creatively now might have the power to be with you substantially into the future, that can turn things around for you in a big, big way. And maybe, just maybe, it also will tie into some of your personal finances as well. So that is what we have here for this month. You want to listen now to the end. Go to your calendar to hear the dates, the days that are really, really super good for you. The days you want to kind of caution it up a little bit. And the big uh-oh days to really lay low. So that's all good. And then, of course, there's also going to be a direct link to my newsletter, so you can sign up here this month and get your videos directly to your email, fresh out of production, and also have the possibility to win a free reading here with me. So the winner of that drawing will be announced in next month's forecast. So have a good one now, Sagittarius. As always, it's great seeing you. Bye now.